Hi, welcome back. In this video, I am making an art piece for a collaboration at the Paint Pour Academy, and it's called The Changing Leaves, Fall Foliage, and Autumn Colors. We are to use colors red, orange, and yellow, which is optional, but it's encouraged, and just make an art piece that inspires the changing leaves of autumn. So I got out one of my wood round circles and added the colors to one side of it and added some white. The white I did mix with satin enamel paint and regular craft paint. I wanted to do a swipe on one section of this and I forgot to add silicone. So as I'm swiping, I'm getting 0 cells because the white is a little too heavy and it's just covering the other colors. I give this a good spin after I see no cells are popping up even with a heat gun to get excess paint off of this circle. I'm going to try again. But I added silicone to my colors, so hopefully cells will pop up. I didn't put these in any order, I just kind of drizzled them on, added some more white paint, and gave it another swipe, but instead of my usual paper towel strips, I wanted to try this scraper that I got with one of my resin kits. And it's working pretty good. I like it. I usually don't like using the scrapers because I feel like I scrape all of the paint off, but I just skimmed it along the top and it worked well. Some cells are showing and I give it a spin, and I have learned to wait with these cells because they do grow. This one section I did not like, so I got out my world's smallest leaf blower and I blew it out. And this is actually looking really cool. I'm really happy with this. So on the white side, I wanted to do something a little different. I tried the chain pull. This is one of my least favorite techniques. I have always hated it every time I've done it. I use too much paint and it always looks gloppy. This actually looks good. I was very proud of myself for that one. So I decided to try again with yellow. And I added too much paint, and to me that looks gloppy. I wanted to try it one more time, put it in my orange paint. And this one turned out pretty good because see, there's less paint on it. So I decided to fidget with this more, which I should have just stopped at the red because I was happy, just to see what would happen, and I just keep adding too much paint. So I've made a special note on the chain itself. It shouldn't have all that paint. It just needs an amount to cover the chain, but not to glop between the balls of the chain, because otherwise it just looks gloppy like this. So I gave it a spin just to help release excess paint, and look at they look like weeds. So I decided that I'm gonna let it dry. While it dries, I got out my acrylic skins and I found a template of a leaf online. I'll put the link in the description below. The website I found has some pretty neat little templates you can download, print, and do fun things like this with your acrylic skins. I took a Sharpie. I am just tracing it along as best as I can. And the best part about the leaves is not every leaf will be the same, so it really doesn't matter if I get a little messy with my tracing or how I cut it. And I'm just using some regular paper scissors. Do not use your good cloth scissors for you fabric sewers. Use paper scissors. And I cut inside of my Sharpie line because I really don't want that black to show. And I am sorry if I go out of frame. I'm using a new camera holder, and it's one I got off Amazon, and it goes around the neck and it holds my phone. so that way I can video as I craft. And I wasn't paying attention to the camera, so some of it does go off frame. But just keep cutting along until you've finished cutting on the leaf. When I got my acrylic skin out, I decided to use the textured part, not the smooth part. The textured part is where it sat on my plastic to dry. The smooth part is, or the smooth side is the top side when it did dry. So the textured side I thought was cool because leaves do have texture and veins, and this would work out perfect. So I got out one of my gold markers and I'm just outlining it just to cover those rough edges and help blend some of that black Sharpie that is left on there. And this looked pretty cool. I'm very happy with this. I did do a little messy job with the outline, which is fine with this piece. I don't want it to be perfect because nature is not perfect. It needs to be a little grungy. So I'm just going to keep going along the entire outside, just checking as I go, revisiting some small areas after the ink dries. And then I have this nice embellishment that I'm going to add to my wood circle. And I did make some more out of the different colors of my acrylic skins, and I thought they all turned out perfect. I would recommend, though, when you do multiple leaves like this, to turn the template around so the leaf goes a different direction, not all the same directions. That was my one error that I wish I did. So after my art piece has dried for 24 hours, which it dried really well, and it dried just as messy as I left it, I took some white paint and I just painted over the string pull areas. I just did not like those areas. And once I had that one side all white and it dried, I added these leaves to that side, and I think this looks stunning. I am so happy with this piece. It is so interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What would you have done differently? And do you like the idea of using acrylic skins and cutting them out and adding them as embellishments? I think this is a super fun idea, and it gives another dimension to the art. So, thank you for painting with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!